I spy with my little eye something beginning with, I've forgotten what it begins with.
Well, what is it?
It's the light.
Well, that's an L, isn't it?
Oh, right. I spy with my little eye something beginning with L.
Light?
Yeah, you got it, yeah. It's your go now, you have a go.
Oh, good.
Yeah, go
good,
on.
Yeah.
Go on. Go on.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I spy with my little eye.
Yeah.
Something beginning with F.
F.
Yeah.
Not the fucking light again, is it?
You've got to play something else. Should we try playing something else? I think it'd be more suitable,
yeah,
you know.
right,
Yeah, what about 20 questions?
20
Yeah,
questions, that's a good idea, yeah. What is it?
Oh, look, 20 questions.
Yeah.
I think of something,
Yeah.
and then you have to work out what it is using 20 questions, right?
It's stupid, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
We only need one question. What's the object you're thinking of?
20 questions other than that one.
Other than that one, oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit difficult for me now. I don't think I can manage 20 questions. Can't we do it with 10?
No, I think
10
you find it easier with 20, actually.
Easier,
yes,
right,
yes.
all right, yeah.
Traditionally, the
All
first
right.
question is,
Yeah,
it animal, vegetable or mineral?
Is it? Yeah,
okay.
traditionally,
Right, so I'm thinking of something, right?
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't show, you know. It just is one of those things.
I am thinking of something
right.
now.
All right, yeah. Is it animal? Is it vegetable? Or is it mineral?
Vegetable.
Barry took.
Vegetable.
Vegetable.
Vegetable,
Oh,
and you've
right,
had
yeah.
one, all right?
Does it begin with an I?
No.
Does it begin with a B?
No.
Does it begin with a C?
No, look, you can't just keep going these
Well,
with this.
well, it must begin with a letter. It does begin with a letter, doesn't it?
Look,
Yeah.
look.
All right.
You buy it.
Yeah.
You buy it in a greengrocer's, all right? And it goes with a gin and tonic.
Ice.
And it's yellow.
And it's yellow. Go on, give us a clue.
Okay.
Yeah.
It rhymes
Yeah.
with Nemen.
What else does it rhyme with?
Pemmen,
Pemmen, yeah.
Kemen,
Kemen, yeah.
Vemen, Schwemmen.
Yeah. It's not a grapefruit, then?
No, it's not a grapefruit. No, look, I don't want to play
No, all right,
stupid
we
games
don't
anyway.
play
forget
games.
it.
We don't play games.
I don't wanna play
mind
games.
whether we play games.
I don't wanna play
mind.
games, all right? I'm not in the mood for it.
I'm not done mine. You've forgotten what today is, haven't you? I can tell.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
I can tell you've forgotten.
What do you mean,
Well,
what
I'll give
today
you a clue.
is?
I'll give you a clue. D D D D D D D D D D D D.
Of course, it's D-Day.
It's my birthday, isn't it? It's my
it's your birthday. Don't be so stupid, I know that. Yeah.
I'm 40 today.
Yeah.
That is the big 4-0 I am.
Yes, all right.
That's something, isn't it? Don't you think?
Not
like
really,
it's
no.
something? No. Don't you think that is something to be 40, though?
Look, no, it's just another ordinary day. There's nothing to make a fuss about.
Well, how can you say that? You was pissed before breakfast on your 40th birthday. We all had to come with you down to Brighton and you ended up the night in the arms of that tart, sobbing your eyes out.
Well, there we are. It was just an ordinary day. That's what I'm saying. Line. So, hang on. So what star sign are you?
Oh, well, no, I don't believe in all that stuff, that zodiac astrology crap. That's just bollocks, isn't it? Mind you, that's me, typical Taurus, isn't it, eh? Sceptical, not easily impressed, that is, isn't it?
Taurus,
that's,
yes, very
Taurus,
full of bullshit. Very Taurus.
No, they say life begins at 40, don't they? Say
Yes,
that, yeah.
yes. It must have been some sad bastard who thought that one.
Well, why do you think that? What's the matter?
I don't know, mate. I'm just at that moment in my life when I just don't know what my life's all about. That's all. I look at it. I mean, what have I achieved? What does it all add up to? What does it all mean?
Yeah. Because you've done fuck all, haven't you?
You know what I've always,
No.
what I've always wanted to do.
What is that, yeah?
My little secret thing.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to sell everything up and buy a yacht, an ocean-going trimaran. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, and just sail off around the world. circumnavigate this great globe of ours.
Well, why don't you do that?
Oh, I can't be fucked.
Well, that is a major hurdle, isn't it, to overcome?
You heard, of course, about Darren down the market?
No, how is he, Darren?
Well, he's topped himself, hasn't he?
Dazza? Dazza?
Dazza, I know, it's unbelievable. I know, it's unbelievable. I know.
Dazza's gone.
I know, it's such a happy bloke.
He was always laughing and the cracking of the jokes and all that.
I know, and the singing and the playing of little pranks on people.
He was a bit of a wanker, wasn't he, really? How'd he do it? How'd he go?
Well, this is the worst thing. This is the worst thing.
Yeah.
He buys a ticket, he goes to the nearest underground station and waits for the first train to come along.
What, and dies of old age?
What I'm trying to say is that it just goes to show you think you know people, but you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you think you know me,
I
don't you?
do know you. I've known you for years, I have.
Did you know that I once have contemplated my own suicide?
I don't know you, you see.
No,
I thought I know you, but I don't know you, that's the truth.
Oh, yes, I was at a very, very, very low ebb,
When was
indeed.
this?
Yeah, and I found myself standing on that London Bridge, what's it called?
London Bridge.
Waterloo
I know
Bridge,
it, yeah.
Yeah, I was standing there, mate, and it was a beautiful evening. The sky was gorgeous, and it was a Waterloo sunset. In fact, it was just like the song.
Yeah. What song's that?
Waterloo Sunset.
Waterloo Sunset,
you know,
yeah.
dum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Dum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum.
That's the one, yeah. Yes, I stood up there and I stood there looking out and gazing down into... Yeah, I don't think it went on that long, actually.
Mine had a scratch on it, so I never quite found out what happened next. You know, it was all about Waterloo.
Anyway, I gathered myself together and I just hurled myself over the side, hoping to end it all in the dark, swirling waters.
Yeah. Did it work?
Well, of course it didn't work.
No, sorry.
But it very nearly did, mate.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Just for a moment there, I was suffused with this strange light, and there was this extraordinary sort of like heavenly music, you know, and lots of figures dressed in white was beckoning to me.
Oh well, you know, that was one of them out-of-body afterlife experiences, wasn't it?
No, I'd landed in Spangle's disco boat.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was just exactly like that.
Yeah.
You read that story the other day about the bloke who went flying with his brother from North Weald to Clacton.
Right.
And he fell out of the aeroplane and he lived.
Oh, blimey, that's incredible, isn't it? Why would anybody want to fly to Clacton?
I mean, what I'm saying is, can't you imagine?
Shit, old Clacton, isn't it? No,
can't you imagine what it would be like?
Especially what?
You imagine what it's like.
Lovely North Weald to go
you're falling down to a certain death.
Hang on, just a minute. How did that happen? He fell out of an aeroplane.
Well, his brother was flying. He decided to see what it'd be like flying upside down for a while.
Oh God, my brother's an arsehole and all.
Yeah, and they'd forgotten to fix the seat to the cockpit.
It can so easily happen. You know, it's one of the things.
Anyway, can you imagine plummeting towards a certain...
And how long did that take then?
What?
For him to fall down like that from the aeroplane?
Well over a minute.
Over a minute?
Well over a minute. Now, can you imagine just flying towards the ground? Can you imagine what fills your mind?
What fills a flying suit more likely, I think.
Can you imagine what you're thinking? What do you think?
Fucking hell!
But you've still got over a minute to go. Yeah, can you imagine you'd be thinking, oh my God, please, God, let me live. I'll change my life. I'll
never go up in an aeroplane with my brother again, that's for certain.
Absolutely. Bang! Hits the ground 500 miles an hour. 1 minute he's going to definitely die. The next moment, he's won a reprieve.
Yeah. Was that a four-door version or a hatchback?
From death.
From death.
He won a reprieve from death. Now, can you imagine what that was like? Suddenly, he gets up. Life would be so sweet. Wouldn't it? Like, you know, everything would be fresh.
Well, in Essex, that's hardly likely, is it, really, one way or another?
You know what I'm saying? Everything would be extraordinary. Just like me in that disco boat, you know. You come face to face with death and suddenly you realise the things that make life worth living. Not money, not the things you can buy.
No, consumer
not none of that rubbish, but the
stuff.
really important things of life.
Right, like a lovely day, you know, when it's all lovely.
Lovely day. A nice view of something.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Or lovely thing. Or the lovely sort of rustle, dry rustle of a new bin bag in your pedal bin. You know, that that lovely
The
thing.
satisfaction of a really good shit after a heavy moussaka.
Yeah.
All those things.
Simple things, yeah.
Simple little things. Well, not in that case, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all the things that once you've gone, you'll never see again, of course.
Right. Yeah. What's up?
I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about my old dad, you know. My old dad died a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
I've always regretted that, you know, I wasn't actually there to say goodbye when he passed on. I just couldn't be there, you know.
Why was that?
Well, the Arsenal match went into extra time, you know. By the time I got to the hospital, you know, he was gone. He was gone. I was inconsolable.
Oh, no, because they went out on penalties, didn't they? I remember it well.
Poor old bugger.
And was he a long time, like, dying? Was he a long time?
87 years.
Oh, fair.
Of course, you know, the thing was that being the next of kin, being the next of kin, I had to go down to the morgue and identify the body. It was very, very difficult.
Well, you must have known what he looked like. He was I'm not, you know.
I'll tell you something very, very spooky that happened.
that?
Do you remember that? Do you remember his budgie?
Felix.
The budgie he had, that's right, yeah. Died within a week.
That is spooky, isn't it?
Well, yeah, we all forgot to feed him and everything, you know.
Yeah.
But there was so much to worry about, you know, because Dad had gone. Dad had gone, and he was like a rock, my dad.
I realised
he was a rock.
He was a rock in stormy seas,
exactly,
wasn't he?
a big, solid rock.
Lobsters and crabs would crawl around his bottom, wouldn't they? Tanker captains would go miles out of their way to avoid him. He had a big flashing light on his head, flashing like that.
Yes.
He was a rock.
He was a rock,
He was,
He was a rock.
Yeah.
And now he's gone.
Well, you're rockless,
I'm
aren't you?
rockless,
I can tell. It doesn't matter what time they go, though, you know, somehow when you go, they're left alone, aren't you? It's
That's
like
it,
being
you
a
feel
little
so
child.
alone,
My
like a
mum
child.
went, you remember that? What a funeral we had. She'd have
did
loved
you?
it. She'd have loved that funeral.
Yeah.
She'd have loved it, because she always... And there was people lying in the streets, and there was a big cortege of limos going down, and the pearly kings and the pearly queens, and the brass bands playing.
All for your mum.
Well, we got mixed up with the Lord Mayor's parade, you see. So we had to sort of, we had to wiggle in and out, to get round and sort of take away thing. And then the vicar said, when the vicar at the funeral, he said, Ivy, I'll never forget what he said. He said, Ivy was a caring Christian woman who set an example of virtue to everyone she met.
Oh, isn't that nice? He'd never met her then?
No, he didn't know. No, not when she was alive, obviously.
So he didn't know
He didn't know she was a voodoo princess. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have said that. But you see, you can't do it, can you? There's something, all the things you wanted to say and do and all that, they've all sort of, I couldn't grant her last wish.
What was that?
She said, pass me that inhaler. Yeah. And if only somehow...
It plays on your mind.
Every time I'm thinking of her up there now with her wings, and her heart playing away, and she hasn't got her inhaler with her, I'm thinking, maybe they give her one in heaven, do you think? She get a heavenly inhaler to have with her, do you think?
I can't take consolation from that kind of idea, I'm afraid. No, as far as I'm concerned, mate, when you're dead, you're gone, that's it. That is it, that's the end. There's no God. There's just black nothingness forever.
Yeah, I didn't know you was Church of England.
No, I mean, when you come to death is the end. It's the full stop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Except for that, that freezing thing.
Ice cream, is that what you mean?
No, the freeze. You know where they freeze your body at the point of death.
Oh,
now, I wouldn't mind that,
No.
because my body would be kept as it is now. It would be in perfect condition.
Surely it's one or the other in your case, isn't it? I mean, it's either as it is now or in perfect condition. You can't have it both ways. What?
Can I tell you something? This is something they've done this in Russia.
No, this is science fiction.
In Russia, these scientists found this whole animal that had been embedded in the ice for 2,000 years.
That's nothing. I've got a couple of them in the back of my freezer.
No, it was a mammoth, a woolly mammoth.
A woolly mammoth?
Yes.
What is that then, a woolly mammoth?
You know what a woolly mammoth is? Well, we'll think of an elephant.
Yeah.
And double it.
Yeah.
Well, double it again.
Yeah.
Covered in hair.
Yeah.
Well, what are you thinking of?
Roseanne Barr.
Close enough.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
But that has been dead for 2,000 years. Extinct.
I expected dead if it was 2,000 years old.
Now, and they actually brought it back to life. Now, if they could do that for a woolly mammoth, they could do it for me.
So yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Because you know, when I was a Buddhist, I made a study of reincarnation.
Come again?
Reincarnation.
Yeah. What is that then? That reincarnation, though?
Reincarnation. Well, it's the Buddhist belief.
Yeah.
It's the Buddhist belief.
Yes.
That when you die,
Yeah.
your spirit or your animus.
Yeah, animus. I know it. Yeah.
You know
I know the animus. Yes.
Comes,
you know, I know animus. I know what it is. Yeah,
right.
go on. Yeah.
It comes back again as something else.
Like an ashtray or something like that. Yeah.
No, a living creature.
A creature
of some sort.
Yeah. No, I've heard about this because if it was me, like I would come back. If I was reincarnated, I would prefer to come back as a dragonfly.
Dragonfly? What do you want to come back as a dragonfly? They only live for one day
anyway.
anyway.
No, I saw that on that. That's Life on Earth with David Attenborough, right? The dragonfly, he comes back. What a day he has, right? He wakes up in the morning, like he gets out of his old pupil like that, and he spreads his wings out like that. Flutter. And he looks over and he sees a lovely flower, and he flutters over it and he sticks his nose down it, like that, and he sucks out the nectar. Suck, like that, slurp out the nectar. Yeah. And just as he's doing that, he looks over and just wake up there. Over there, he spies a lady dragonfly. And he flutters over there, flutter, and he shags her until his eyes pop out on stalks. Well, maybe there was out on stalks already, I can't remember, but you know. And that is his entire day. And he goes, flutter, slurp, shag. It's like a holiday in Ibiza.
Yeah, but then you die, don't you? That's when you die, then.
But under the reincarnation system, he comes straight back the next day, doesn't he? He's back again. Flutter, slurp, shag. And so on until the end of time.
Can I just... You don't understand this system at all.
Every day he just comes back.
There is no guarantee you will come back as a dragonfly.
Why not?
Well, supposing you hadn't been a good dragonfly.
Well, do me a favour. How can you be a bad dragonfly? You only do 3 things. Flutter, slurp, shag. There's not much space to be get those wrong.
You've got no chance of grasping this at all, have you?
Why?
You've got no chance of grasping this concept. Of course you haven't. Look, I spent a whole year at the feet of my spiritual master.
Did you? When was this then?
In the 60s.
Oh, right, yeah.
The summer of love.
Yeah.
So I was one of the beautiful people, you know.
Well, I think I missed that, whenever that was. Must have been a long time ago.
I went in search of myself.
Oh, did you? Where were you?
Well, I didn't know, did I?
You didn't know?
That's why the 60s was a voyage of discovery for me. Oh, yes. Yeah, I grew my hair down to here. I wore the long orange flowing robes. I ate nothing but carrot salad and raisins, you know. Oh, what a decade.
What a dickhead.
London, that was the place to be, mate. Swinging London, it had the lot. King's Road, Carnaby Street. Wow, it was just the centre of the universe, wasn't it? It was buzzing, London.
Yeah. Where were you living then?
Devon.
Oh, right. was that like swinging Devon or the other 90% of Devon? Was that... No.
Knock Devon,
I'm
man.
not knocking Devon, man. I'm cool about Devon, man. Hey.
That was where I was putting my, like my band together,
right,
you know?
a band. Right, you had a band?
Oh, yeah.
What, like a pop band, was it?
No, it wasn't like a pop band, no.
What? It wasn't like a pop band? I'm cool about that, if you are, man.
We were 6 like-minded musicians who got together to form a folk rock, blues, jazz, oompa fusion ensemble, you know, depending on which of us got to the microphone first.
Because I didn't even know you played a musical
Well,
instrument.
I was more the leader, really, you know. I was the one who decided the direction the band was going.
Oh, right. You drove the van?
That was one of the jobs,
yeah.
You should have seen the van. It was fantastic. Oh, what a van. It was fabulous. Those huge flowers and the psychedelic colours and a big slogan down the side.
What did the slogan say?
Interflora, called Totnes 9392.
So you were like flower people?
We were loving people in those days. It was all love.
It was all love, wasn't it? Love.
Love. Because there was a band round here actually who kind of thought they were more loving than we were. You know.
Did you have them?
Fucking right, we did. Yeah. Shoved their flowers up there, fucking jacks. It's no mistake. I don't know, I just... Whenever I think about this, I just get mad, you know, I just get mad. I'm not a bitter person,
no,
you know
not
that,
bitter,
but I am bitter. I'm bitter.
I can see you're a bit bitter now,
because
aren't you?
can I tell you something, mate? That band, we could have been huge.
Yeah.
We could have been huge.
Yeah.
Enormous.
Yeah. What went wrong then?
Well, like so many others, we signed the wrong contract and...
Oh, yeah. What, with EMI or RCA or something like that?
Universal Cleaning Contractors.
Yeah. And what exactly was wrong with the contract then?
In a nutshell? Well, we were a band who wanted, you know, global success and platinum record sales, and they were an independent cleaning contractor who wanted us to clean Bicester Town Hall Mondays to Fridays and buff up the floors on Thursdays.
Well, it was definitely the wrong contract.
It was the wrong contract for us.
It was definitely was.
But I tell you something, mate. Honestly, it wasn't that. It wasn't that that finished us off,
wasn't it?
No, it was the old, you know, the old DRUGS.
Dr. Ruggs.
Drugs.
Oh yeah. Drugs. What you got into a bit of difficulty?
Well, it was a nightmare.
Was it? Yeah.
We couldn't get hold of any drugs anywhere.
Oh, right.
I mean, if we could have hold of drugs, we could have kept the band together.
You'd have had something in common, wouldn't you?
You know,
yeah,
but no,
yeah.
and then you know what happened? You start experimenting with substances. You know, somebody told us you get a high out of smoking banana skins.
Yeah. Well, they must have been difficult to light.
Impossible. They flop out of the end of the pipe and you burst into flames.
Yeah.
You know?
A bit wet, aren't they, banana skins? Yeah.
Nutmeg. We tried nutmeg.
What was the idea of all the nutmeg?
Well, there's one thing I can tell you. It's amazing we found out about nutmeg.
Yeah.
It's amazing, you know, how a tiny amount of nutmeg
Yeah.
can produce such an enormous quantity of vomit.
Really?
Well, that was it for me. That was I mean, it did for me, mate.
Yeah,
I was in a terrible state.
yeah.
I mean, that was the word.
You were lucky. You were lucky. You didn't get involved because there was a lot of casualties around there in the 60s, wasn't there? Yeah.
A lot of casualties.
Yeah.
I've often wondered, you know, why did God take Jimi Hendrix and spare me?
Yeah, that certainly is a puzzler, isn't it?
Because, you know,
I should think quite a few people have wondered that along the way.
there was a list of casualties in those days, mate. Huge list, and you know the one that really upset me most was Sandy Denny.
Oh.
Sandy Denny.
Yeah.
Sandy Denny, the most beautiful, gorgeous, marvellous, purest voice in contemporary folk music.
Yeah, of course he did, yeah.
I actually wrote a song. I wrote a song for...
Did you?
For Sandy, yeah. Yeah. Can I sing it?
Well, I don't know. Is it difficult? Oh, have a go. See how you get on.
Well, this is a song. This is a song that I wrote for Sandy Denny when I realised that she had died. I was living on the moors at the time, you know, and I was walking along the Hoe to the newsagents, where I actually first read that she had actually died, and it was the same day that a very good friend of mine had also died of a drugs overdose. And I thought, what is it all about, you know? I mean, like, you walk along, don't you? And there's leaves on the trees and the grass is green, you know, and you're walking along. The next day, you could be walking along and all the leaves would have gone and the grass would be gone. It just made me think it's all blowing in the wind, you know? I tried to get it down on paper. I mean, it meant a lot to me, you know, a hell of a lot to me. I don't know whether it'll mean much to you. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I was miles away. Sorry, you were saying you were walking along the Hoe.
Song for Sandy.
Song for Sandy. Oh, right, yeah.
All right?
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Song for Sandy.
Yeah, right.
Sandy, oh Sandy, I remember when they told me you were gone. Oh Sandy, oh Sandy, I thought that I wouldn't be able to go on. You were like a flower that bloomed in May. Now the leaves are dry and the petals have gone away. The rain is falling, it's turning cold. Oh, Sandy, I'm feeling really, really old. Sandy, oh, Sandy, I was in the newsagents when I heard the news. Oh, Sandy, oh, Sandy, it was so awful that it gave me the blues. A friend of mine had died from a terrible overdose. That made me feel real bad because we've been quite close. The rain is falling. It's starting to snow. Oh, Sandy, why did you have to go? Sandy, oh, Sandy, you sang so sweetly in your high-pitched voice. Sandy, oh, Sandy, you were the electric folkies' #1 choice. But now you've gone, there's nothing left to say. There'll never be another bothering day. Oh, the rain is falling. The clouds are overhead. Oh, Sandy, I'm very upset that you're dead. I'm sorry. Sorry, mate, I'm a bit emotional. You know, you got to.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, sure, yeah.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something that no one else knows, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, it's just between us, you know, just between the two of us.
No, that's fine, yeah, sure.
Just before I left Devon, I fathered a love child.
Is this the same one that Frank told me about on Thursday in the pub? You can tell me yourself if you like.
Well, what is there to tell? What is there
to
to tell? I mean, it was just a passionate fling and, you know...
Boy or girl?
Well, with a girl, obviously.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
And, you know... We've just, you know... Just parked up, you know, in my old Ford Anglia. This was after the van. You remember that old Ford Anglia of mine?
Yeah. Was it the one we come here tonight in?
That's right, yeah.
Parked outside. I think I can remember it. I think I can, yeah.
Yeah, we were just two passionate young people, you know. One thing led to another. And...
Yeah. Didn't you take any precautions?
Well, I put the handbrake on.
And have you ever thought about sort of like making contact with the progeny or fruit of this bunk-up?
Well, no, you know, my daughter, you mean, yeah. No, her mother has told Lake that... Lake, yeah, that's her name, yeah. That you know, that her father is alive, but she can't meet him because he's horribly disfigured and brain dead after a tragic accident.
Well, it's always better to tell the truth, isn't it, really?
But what I'm thinking is now, you know, she's grown up and she's like, you know, she's a teenager with a lot of teenagers' needs and curiosities, and you know, she might be thinking about her old dad, you know.
What? So you're thinking like maybe you should try and make contact with her?
Am I? Fuck. Look, I'm telling you this. So if the child support agency come round, you say nothing about it. Stop.
Yeah, stop.
That's what.
I get it. Yeah.
Well, the last big thing I need is a kid hanging around, isn't it? Yeah. There's nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, look at yours, Sarah.
How do you mean?
Nothing.
What do you mean? Look at mine.
No.
What do you mean? Look at my kids. Is that what you were saying? You're saying look at my kids.
Look, Ed, I didn't mean it. Look, I don't want to go upsetting you, all right? But I was down Scamp's nightclub last night.
Well, it's all right. It doesn't upset me.
No.
I feel sorry for you.
I'm
you know,
finished. I'm finished.
Yeah. All right.
It was after 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And your daughter was there.
My little girl.
Yeah. She was wearing next to nothing, a crochet thing, left nothing to the imagination. She was with a bloke about twice her age.
Well, she was there with a 12-year-old.
No, not that daughter, not Kirsty.
Oh.
No. The other one.
You mean Chantel? Chantel!
Chantel was down there. And I have to tell you, mate, that is no place for a girl like Chantel. It's a dive, it's a seedy cattle market where dirty old men go to pick up young girls.
Well, you should know. I've never been down there myself.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I hope I haven't got your daughter into trouble.
Well, so do I.
No, I mean, I hope I haven't, you know...
See to me if you got into trouble.
I hope I haven't created any difficulty.
You don't tell me anything I don't know. She's gone right off. She has gone so
peculiar. I know, mate, I know. They're a headache. I know that, but I told you, didn't I? I told you on your wedding day. You know, I said on your wedding day, I said, don't have kids.
Well, it was too late then, wasn't it?
I mean, they drive you mad.
She's gone crazy now, Chantel. Listen. I don't know what she's at. 5 o'clock in the morning, she's hoovering the corridors.
What?
She keeps leaving baskets of rotten fruit in my bedroom, and then she'll turn up the heat in any hour of the day or night. She's treating the place like a hotel. She's gone through. She's gone through a complete personality change.
Yeah. I know what this is. Yeah.
What, that bad tooth of yours, is it? What?
No, I know it's sudden personality change. It's our old friend. It's our old friend, Dr. Uggs.
Oh no! What, you don't think she's on the old?
Well, all the wacky backy, and now, well, nowadays, mate, it's going to be E.
Heroin.
Probably. Because you know there are 4 telltale signs that your kid might be on drugs. You know, there are 4 things as a parent you should look out for.
Yeah, I'll look out for them. What are they?
All right.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Does she lay out back by the dustbins injecting needles into her arm?
No, our dustbins are out the front.
Right.
Yeah.
Number 2, does she often fall into a coma and have to be taken to the hospital to have her stomach pumped?
Well, not so much you worry about it, you know. Yeah.
4.
Yeah, what happened to 3?
Forgetting things.
Oh,
that's the other one, yeah.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Does she have a secret laboratory in the jungle, an entourage of men in dark suits and a fleet of light aircraft in Colombia?
Well, how should I know? She never tells me anything.
It's probably just a passing phase.
I can't deal with Chantel. Listen, at the moment I've got my own problems. You've got to help me out here. You're a man of the world, I can tell. Listen, listen, I think I might have got the older. I think I might have got the older. Listen to me.
Well, I'm trying to.
Listen to me. I think I might have got the old VD. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah, I can tell you.
Well, I mean, what, you got any symptoms? I mean, does it hurt when you pass water?
Well, now, it's funny you should mention that, right? Because I was on the bus and we went past the reservoir. And I've got this terrible pain in my teeth.
Yeah,
I thought, do you think that
I don't think it's got anything to do with that,
no. Right.
You got any visible symptoms?
Yes, I have this huge, unsightly lump on the end of my cock.
Well, that's your body, isn't it? You don't want to worry about it, mate. Look, you don't want to worry about this. It's very simple. Very simple procedure. You just go down to the clinic and let them have a look at the old man.
I'm not taking him with me, am I? I've got to go on my own. I don't want everybody knowing about this going on.
Look, if you're embarrassed about it, all right, just give him a false name. I always do.
Yeah, what name do you use?
Yours. And honestly, it's nothing, mate. They'll take a sample of your urine.
Right.
It's a piece of piss. And they'll take a sample of your blood.
And how will they do that, then?
Well, they stick a needle in.
What, a needle in me cock?
No, in your cock, no. In your arm.
Well, my arm had nothing to do with it.
Look, it doesn't matter. Once it's in there, your body's riddled with it, isn't it?
Is it? How do you know so much about this, then?
Well, when you've played the field as much as I have, my son. I mean, I've had the lot, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Gonorrhea, syphilis, NSU, JVC.
What's that, then?
After 6 months, your knob drops off.
Oh, I see.
Crabs. Crabs. Have you ever had crabs?
I've had cockles and whelks.
No. I'm talking about crabs as in pubic lice.
As in pubic lice?
As in pubic lice, yeah.
As in pubic lice? What does that mean, as in pubic lice?
Look, like, you know the crabs you get down the fishmongers?
Yeah, what, those huge, great red things with the claws that go clippity-clap, clap, clap, clap,
Yeah,
like that?
right, yeah. Well, they're nothing like that.
Thank God for that!
No, what they are, they're tiny, tiny, tiny little creatures who spend their entire lives scuttling around in people's pubic hair.
Well, that's no life for an animal, is it?
I don't suppose you... Well, I don't know. Have you thought that it might be something to do with the old, AIDS?
AIDS? Well, I don't... Well, you see, now, I've never been able to get the hang of that AIDS. How does that go, exactly, that AIDS?
Well, you know when you stick your cock up another bloke's bum.
Yeah?
Yeah, right. Well, that is one of the main ways in which this virus is transmitted. It's a virus.
Is it? What, like a cold?
It's a bit more deadly than a cold, really. Yeah. It'd take more than a bottle of night nurse to sort that.
I should think, No, I don't think I haven't got AIDS, because I haven't been involved in that. In fact, I've not slept with no one, so I don't
No, hang on a minute. What do you mean you haven't slept with anyone?
Well, except the wife, obviously. I've not slept with no one.
Well, you know what this means, don't you? You haven't been fooling around, right? Mm-hmm. Well, she obviously has, hasn't she? She's... Oh, God, I'm sorry, mate.
Well, who'd want to fuck her? I don't know what I'll say now. I know exactly who it is.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Go on, then.
It's 3 weeks ago.
Right.
I don't know, I first started thinking there's something odd about what's going on. Like, she keeps worrying about her appearance if she's going out and everything like that, like even the tiniest little things, like her teeth.
What, she started cleaning them?
No, she started putting them in. And then suddenly, every little thing I do irritates her.
I've been there, mate. I've been there when every little thing you do irritates them, like, wiping your cock on the curtain.
Yeah, she never complained before. Suddenly that's all out the window. We don't like any of that business. What's going on?
Did you get any of those mysterious phone calls?
I did, yeah. Last Friday, I'll pick up the phone. There is nobody there.
Had it rung?
No. But I was checking, I felt I had to check.
Yeah, you might need more to go on than this,
And then last Friday...
What?
Well, it was 1,000,000 to 1 chance I'd be there.
Where?
At work.
Oh, right.
It's about 11 o'clock.
What, lunchtime?
Yeah, we go to the pub, right?
Yeah.
And she's in there canoodling with another man.
Oh, my God.
I didn't even know she knew how to play canoodle. I bought her a canoodling ball for Christmas. She wouldn't play it with me, and there she is, with him.
Yeah. Look, this bloke.
Yeah.
This bloke.
Yeah.
Did you know him?
No.
Can you describe him?
He's a cunt. He's a cunt and he's fucking my wife! Yeah.
Look, I know you're dealing with this. You're
Yeah.
dealing with this very, very sensitively. You know, and I know your little heart is broken. You know, I know that she's the mother of your children, and I know that, you know, through good times and bad, you have been together with her. But let's not forget, she's one of the most irritating people it's possible to meet. It's not just me. Nobody liked her.
You're being very supportive.
I'm doing my best.
I know.
Kick her out.
I can't do that.
Of course you can.
She's
Kick her
the
out.
mother of my children.
Kick her out.
She's the only one who knows how to set the video. What's your favourite programme on the telly, then?
On telly?
Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, you know, the one I really like
Yeah.
is that Antiques Roadshow.
Isn't that marvellous?
Very interesting.
That's
It's a
good
very
show, isn't it,
interesting
eh?
programme,
Yeah,
yeah.
my mate Les was on that.
Was he really?
Yeah. Antiques Roadshow visits Broadwater Farm Estate.
I must
Did
have
you
missed
catch
that.
No. Fantastic, because he had something in his loft, right? He took it down there, and, you know, they correctly identified what it was.
What was it?
His hot water tank.
Hardly very valuable,
It
is
was
it?
valuable to him. It stopped the water coming down the walls and
Yeah,
everything
I
like
suppose
that.
it- I
Up in the
suppose it
roof,
did,
you know, up there, yeah. But I mean, I watch that programme like all the time. You know,
yeah.
I tell you, it's one thing that always bothers me, right?
that?
Because there's a little old biddy there, right, and then there's the toff, isn't they, from
Sotheby's. yeah.
Sotheby's or Crisby's, and he says, now, madam, he says, would you like to know how much this is worth?
Right, yeah.
That's a fucking stupid question, isn't it?
Why?
Because he never lugged it all the way down there in a cardboard box just for the fun of it, actually.
all right, that's
Of course he wants to know what it's worth.
Right.
So he says, would you like to know what it's worth? He says, yes, please, I'd like to know what you really can. Because he says, like, for insurance purposes, you understand. He says, yeah, and then he says it's worth fuck all. But he never says that. He never says that. I watched it hundreds of times. He never says it's
I
worth fuck
have
all.
never heard him say
No, he
that.
never
No,
says that,
no. But you know why that
Why
is?
is that?
Well,
Why is
because
that?
it's very
What?
interesting. But from any ordinary house, any ordinary house, a shitty little ordinary house, there's always something valuable there. You see.
There'll be something valuable in my house, then.
I wouldn't have thought so. No.
Well, I've got that wardrobe upstairs, and I.
What with the white Formica and the gold handles?
Yeah.
That's MFI. That is.
That's early MFI, that is, mate.
That's MFI. You know what MFI
Yeah,
stands
what?
for, don't you?
Yeah.
Made for fucking idiots.
That is an interesting wardrobe.
It is not.
That is an interesting wardrobe. That is an interesting one.
It is not.
And when I got it home, like, it said on the package, right? It
Yeah.
said self-assembly. I stuck it on the floor. I watched it for 5 hours. Didn't do a thing.
No.
In the end, I had to put it together myself.
Yeah.
So it's a lying wardrobe, that one. It's a lying.
Yeah, it's probably why it's falling to pieces now. I think.
Yeah. I tell you, now, answer me this, right?
What's that?
You know when you go down a petrol station, right?
What, fill up the car?
No, to get a barbecue or a couple of country music cassettes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When you're there, what is he doing?
What do you mean?
What is he doing?
What do you mean, what's he
All
doing?
that fucking about. You give him a note, he goes like this, he goes like that, he goes like this, he goes like that, he goes like this.
With a
he goes
£20
like
note,
that.
he's just making sure it's not a false one.
Is
see?
he?
Yeah.
But why?
Because there's a lot of counterfeit money around,
There
that's
never
why.
is. False money.
See, what that bloke
Yeah.
is looking for is...
Yeah.
I'll show you,
Yeah, hold
actually.
on, I've got one here. You
Have
show
got-
me there. Look.
See, what the bloke's looking for, he's looking for the
Yeah.
shading and the watermarks
Yeah.
and the Queen's hairdo.
Is
you
he?
see?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see? Now, you see, you take that there.
Yeah,
You
right.
see? Now, you look at that watermark.
Yeah. Where's that?
You've got one.
What, a watermark?
No. This is false, I don't, but dear, oh dear, this is useless, it's valueless. This.
Well, it's worth nothing.
Well, nothing except 6 months in Wormwood Scrubs, that's what that's worth. Bloody hell, well, that's bad luck, isn't it?
It is.
I can't believe it. I'm sorry about that, mate. I mean, there is a lot of crime about, you know. I mean, there is.
There's a
It's-
fuck of a lot of crime about
Yeah.
it, isn't there? They should stick them in prison, shouldn't they? That's what they should do. They should,
Well, I don't know. You see, I think prison, you know, very often doesn't help. I think it come out worse.
You say that, but yeah, look at that Nelson Mandela. 20 years he was in prison, now he's the president of his country.
Well, yeah, the exception that proves the rule, I suppose.
Must have done something for him, eh?
Absolutely. You want this back, don't you?
Well, no, it's just
I
no,
know,
it's
I know,
nothing.
you're a bit
It's just-
uneasy about
it's
it,
just
I know.
a souvenir, you know, and everything like that, you know.
Have you got 2 tents?
I have, yeah, there we go. I was just wondering whether you could help me out with something, because there's been a terrible accident. This poor boy, he's come off his motorbike down there, and, you know, he needs a very complicated operation, and a few of the lads thought we should try and do something.
Yeah. Can I just say something straight away? Get a doctor in, let him do it. Because, to be honest, you're not, you know, I mean, like, do-gooders, it's all very well, but you've got to have the professional experience of putting limbs together.
That's it's expensive to get a doctor, though. We want to just raise some money. We're trying to think of ways of raising money.
Oh, I see. So what have you been up to?
I sat in the bar for baked beans for 3 days.
Oh, yeah, how'd it go?
I still couldn't think of any ways of raising money.
Well, it's not problem, no, because the British people... The British people are marvellous. British people, aren't they? You know what I mean? I mean, like, you look at Save a London Child. You know, Save a London Child last year made £22 million.
20. That's a lot of money for one kid, though, isn't it? Really. Yeah, I was just wondering whether you would like to sort of help in some way.
Me? Well, no. To be honest, I'm up to here with it. I'm up to here with charity. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I've got my pet charity. You know, I'm working down at St Luke's, you see.
Oh, yeah. What's the trouble there, then?
Well, at St Luke's, you know, the church there, well, they've got a Save the Appeal Thermometer Fund. Because that thermometer is in grave danger of falling down, you know, and so they've got a restoration fund to keep it up. It's one of the oldest appeal thermometers in London.
Right, yeah.
It's listed.
Well, it's definitely leaning over, I noticed, you
know, basically, I mean, the church, you know, basically can't afford to, you know, do it without some sort of... You know.
What are you doing down there? What's all that?
All what?
All that rearranging the crockery down there.
I don't believe this. Am I mad or what? We're in the middle of a perfectly intelligent conversation, and you start talking about am I rearranging my bloody crockery?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I mentioned it. It was nothing really important. You're doing it again. You're picking about with your cock down there. All this, you're picking about with your cock.
What do you mean this?
You're picking about with your cock.
Well, I'm sorry, but every so often I may wish to rearrange, you know, the alignment of my trouser, and I fail to see what the fuck it's got to do with you.
Well, I find it distracting.
Well,
I think distracts me all this picking about with your cock down there all the time.
From now on, when you're talking, I'll have your hands up here, all right? I'll keep them here.
There's no need to make a fuss.
No problem. I'll just keep your hands here. That'll suit you, won't it?
Listen, there's no need to make a fuss. I don't understand what's the matter with you. It's just one of those things, all right? I thought you might like to know about it. You know, it's one of those things you do and you don't even know about it. You're doing it.
Look, I'm sorry.
You're just doing it.
I'm sorry if
you're doing it now, you see.
You
just do it.
What the bloody hell are you?
You know you're doing it, do you? You don't know you're... Bloody hell, don't start now.
Look, we don't want it to get on the way.
I don't want you. Just look, listen.
We don't want to stop. We don't. Look, Hold on. Now, what were we talking about? Where were we?
I spy with my little eye.
I've heard of that before.
Crime.
We're talking about criminals.
That's right, crime. That's right. Well, it's the unemployment, isn't it? What does it? All that stuff.
Yeah. Well, you were unemployed for 2 years.
Oh, 4 if you count those 2 years with the council. It grinds you down, doesn't it?
I know. It grinds you down.
You lose your self-respect.
I know.
So I couldn't look at myself in the bathroom mirror in the morning.
You had to flog it, presumably.
I had no money whatsoever. None at all. The kids is wearing second-hand shoes and the house is falling down. I'm skinned. So I'm sitting in the bar having a couple of pints, you know, because I'd had a bad time down the bookie, so I was, you know, drowning in sorrows. And a bloke comes in, he says, would you like to earn here? He says, you want to earn 50 quid tonight?
Oh, no.
I said, oh, it's 50 quid, you know.
What do you want you to do? What do you want you to do?
He said, there's just nothing involved. You just go and have a little look at, keep a look at, you know, keep a look at.
Oh, my God, you didn't do this, did you?
Well, yeah, I went, you know, I stood there all night.
I don't believe this.
Look at.
Looking out. What happened?
He burgled my house. I'm stood there keeping a look at and he's burgling me fucking house. At least he didn't get in the mirror, that's a good thing, never again, you see. Never again. I'm on the straight and narrow now. I've got my old job, you know, with that, you know.
What is that job you got now?
It's a security guard. I'm on the gatehouse, 8-hour shift, you know.
8 hours in that little cubicle.
Yeah.
Aren't you bored shitless?
No, well, you see, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
I would think so, yes.
But funny enough, the first thing is, it creates time. I don't know if you know this.
Does it really?
But yeah, it does, yeah. Like, other people, like, they're very busy. Like, all the time.
Right.
They're busy here, they're busy there, and they look up one day and they say 6 months has gone past. Me, I'm sitting there for 5 minutes, and I go, fucking hell, it feels like 6 months have gone past. that way my life is stretched out. You know, I get a much longer life than some of these busy people. But the other thing is...
No, it's not.
No, it is. Look, I have to write down, all the car numbers.
Do you
yeah,
really?
Now,
Yes.
this is fascinating. I don't know if you knew this.
No.
I don't know if you know this, but every car registration is different.
No.
Yeah. It's quite fascinating to study them. We get some extraordinary ones. Like there's one that comes in, right, which is 131 GBOY. What
was that?
That's big boy.
Oh, big boy.
13
big boy.
makes big boy.
You know, it's like Jimmy Tarbuck on his roller. He's got, you know, COMIC, comic. See?
Comic, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Paul Daniels.
MAGIC.
No, PRICK on that one. Yeah, but that's the same
you
idea.
see, the thing is, I'm with people all the time. We have a good laugh.
Oh, do you really?
The managing director.
Oh,
he's Mr. Johnson. He comes in his Jag, and we got a little thing going.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Have you really? What?
He comes in, right, in the morning,
Yeah.
right? He comes up to the barrier, and I go, "Morning, Mr. Johnson!" Woo! See? Yeah. And he just looks straight ahead, like that.
Oh.
And then, in the evening, he's coming out the other way. I go, "Evening, Mr. Johnson!" Woo! Like that.
Yeah, well,
he looks straight ahead, like that.
Right.
You know, it's a little game. We got a thing going, you see.
Well, you're having a ball, obviously. I can see that. Yeah, but
yeah.
don't you think you're a bit of a fucking mug?
What are you doing Thursday, then?
Thursday, I'm busy.
Oh, yeah. You playing poker, are you?
I might be.
Can I come? Can I come this time? Can I come?
No.
Why not? Why can't I come?
Because it's a very serious game, you know, there's a lot of heavy-duty people there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of money involved and they take their game very seriously. It's just no place for you to muck about. Right?
Where are you playing?
The community centre.
I won't say snap this time,
No,
I promise.
Sorry, no.
Oh, can I just watch? I'll watch from... I'll sit on the kiddies.
Do you really want to know the real reason why they want you to come? You want to know the real reason?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's Barry. It's Barry. He doesn't like you.
Who's Barry?
That's not Barry, is it? Barney. Barney?
Barney?
He doesn't
Barney
like
doesn't like me. Well, why does he like me?
He just thinks you're a gormless arsehole, a complete waste of time wanker. I mean, it's nothing personal, he just doesn't like you, you know what I mean? It's like...
All right, see it. So Barney says, I can't come.
That's about the size of it,
Barney says, jump, you jump.
Well, he is my aerobics teacher, come on.
I'm going to play you a fucking game of poker.
Now, now, don't be... Now, come on, don't be so
No,
bloody...
don't start that pawing me now.
What do you mean pawing you? I'm not pawing you.
What are you talking about? That you do all the time.
You really cannot stand people touching you, can you?
I don't mind people touching me. It's just you I can't stand touching me.
You know what I think it is?
What?
I think you're anally retentive.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I like that in an anus. I think that is a good feature of an anus, to be retentive. Saves you a lot of social embarrassment.
Yeah, I know. You don't think it's going a bit far in your case, do you? You're just like one huge sphincter muscle on legs.
Oh, yeah.
What you need is, you know what you need is some colonic irrigation.
What's that, then?
Colonic irrigation, well, I'm a council gardener, I know, I'll do it for a tenner. Steam the underside of your car, same time.
Really, yeah. I don't want it, thank you very much.
I mean, look, come on.
Don't be so like that.
What is that? This is bloody ridiculous. Look at the state of you.
Little tense and nervous.
Tense and nervous, you're not bloody kidding.
I had a terrible experience last night.
What happened?
Well, I was tense up.
What?
I don't think it's a good idea for me to talk about it and to pick over the old scabs and open the wounds.
No, but it might be a bit of fun for me, though. What happened? What happened? Now, come on, spit it out.
I was in a fight.
You in a fight?
I was in a fight.
You actually in a fight?
Yeah, I was in a fight.
You're actually in a fight?
I was in a fight.
You can't fight!
That's what I discovered! It wasn't much of a fight. I got a split lip and a broken rib.
What did he get?
He got me wallet and my trousers.
I don't believe this!
Yeah.
Where was this?
Well, it was just round the back, round that back
Not
alley.
back- not back here.
Going down there and...
Oh, my God.
I turned into the
It's a
alley,
dangerous,
right,
dodgy
suddenly,
place.
Right, suddenly I realised I was all alone, right? Suddenly, like, it was like, all I could hear, there was a dog howling.
Oh.
And there was drizzle everywhere, right? And it was foggy. And the massed bands of the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders were going... What is this? What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I was adding a bit... I was just trying to do some atmosphere.
I don't need any atmosphere. There was plenty of atmosphere.
I'm sorry.
I turned the corner, I'd come round a side street, and there in front of me were these three huge, burly thugs.
How did you know they came from Burley?
They were big and burly.
Big, burly blokes, blimey.
So I thought, what am I going to do? Right, they're coming towards me like that, you know, like that. Yeah. I thought, what can I do? You know, I can't step off the pavement, you know.
Why not?
Well, because that would have shown I was scared of them.
Well, weren't you scared of them?
I was scared shitless.
Yeah, well, at least your anus has stopped retaining anyway. Sorry.
Yeah, so anyway, like, I'm coming on and I think, yeah, I've got to look as normal as I can.
Yeah, well, like what?
Well, like, I sort of went, you know, like...
That's normal, is it?
Well, it's as normal as I can manage under the circumstances, yeah. Not like that, it was more like this, you know, like sort of like that, you know.
Well, it's no wonder they beat you up, is it, blimey?
So anyway... So I'm mincing towards these...
Mincing? Why the bloody hell are you mincing?
I don't know why I was mincing. The excitement made me mince.
Oh,
so
my God.
I'm walking, I'm mincing down towards him, you know, trying to look as normal as I can, right, like this, and I just brush my sleeve against the biggest one on the edge like that.
I hate it when that happens. It's horrible. Oh, my God.
And I go about 4 or 5 paces, and a gruff voice rings out in the still night air.
He's very good, isn't he?
Oi, cunt.
Oh, my God. Oh, dearie me.
I thought that's me. He's talking to me.
How did you know that?
I think it's because I was a cunt, actually.
Oh,
I was 5 foot of cunt lobbing down the road and mixing down like that, you know.
So you didn't turn round?
I turned round.
You turned round? What, right round? He turned round. The cunt turned round.
I said sorry.
Sorry?
Yeah.
You said sorry?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I was sort of apologising for existing, really, sort of thing, you know.
What is this? Look, you did exactly the wrong thing. I mean, exactly the wrong thing to have done.
Yeah. What should I have done then?
Well, do you want to show you what you should have done?
Can you show me? Yeah.
I'll show you what you should have done in a situation like this, all right? Now.
Yeah.
I'll be you.
You'll be you.
Yeah, I'll show you what you should... So I'll be you.
You'll be you.
You're the thugs.
I'm the thug, yeah.
OK, now.
Right. You're me.
Oh, you?
Yeah, you're you, yeah.
OK, now.
Right.
So, look, we're in the alleyway.
Yeah.
Walking along.
Walking along, right. We just go like that. What's that supposed to be?
Well, you said you were mincing.
No, I'm sorry, that's not... I wasn't mincing like that. If I'd been walking like that, he wouldn't have hit me. He'd committed me.
Well, all right, I'm sorry, I was overdoing it with the mincing. I'm overdoing it.
I'm just walking along.
But I'm you, you're the thugs,
right,
what you should have done. So you're walking along.
Walking along like that, and you go...
brush the sleeve.
Like that.
A few paces.
Oi, you fat cunt.
Check something out here. I'm playing you, right?
Yeah, you're me, aren't you? Yeah, I'm the thug. I'm the thug. I'm the thug. Yeah, I'm the thug. Yeah, right. So you just go by like this. Go by like this.
Over here.
All right, you big bald fat cunt.
You know what you should have done, don't you? Should have got a toot and lost some weight by the sound of it. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Okay,
we walked past each other. You walked 4 or 5 paces.
Yeah, oi, cunt. Yeah.
Now. What you should have done is this. You turn round very slowly indeed. You keep your hands at your side. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And you stare him right out for a couple of seconds like that. And then you do this. You see? Now, any fighter would have known what that meant.
Well, it means I'm extremely stupid. I've seen some old Bruce Lee films where I've got a ping pong ball for a brain. Come and kill me now.
No, that would absolutely work.
He had a knife. This bloke. He had a long knife, like a big wobbly knife.
Oh my God, he had a knife.
He comes up, he says, "Oh, you fucking cunts," like that. Yeah. He goes right like that, and then he goes down like that, right? Yeah. Then he goes up like that, right? Yeah.
Did you grab him in the balls like that?
Don't, me!
And twist them like that? Come on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mate.
No.
Oh, my, I'm sorry.
Oh.
You see this?
Oh.
You see what this is? You see you're a victim.
Yeah, I am, yeah. Yeah. I'm a victim of you, that's what I am.
What I'm saying is it's part of your personality, you know?
Yeah.
You're just one of life's victims, that's your trouble.
Yeah, probably I am, yeah.
You see, you're one of life's victims. You walk around almost declaring it to the world, you know.
People come and hit me, don't know.
The bullies, they can smell it on you, you know. You're almost inviting them to come and pick on you. It makes me so bloody angry.
He does it, yeah.
Would you stop being a bloody victim?
I'm just a victim, I can't help it.
Like what? Picking on you, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I mean, I've got no right to do that. Mess I got myself into, I don't know. I haven't told you, have I? It's just incredible. One stupid act. One single moment of weakness. I mean, a split second of foolishness, you know, and it's a lifetime of guilt and recrimination.
What have you done?
I set up and ran a sex club and wife-swapping network.
What, in a split second?
Well, it took a second to think of it,
I
you
see,
know.
right, yeah.
So
Like a
work to kind of actually...
brothel sort of thing.
Do you mind?
what?
Do you mind? It was not a brothel.
Oh, right.
It was not a sleazy vice den.
No, right.
This was a very private club.
Yeah.
For mature, consenting adults to come together.
Yeah, right. Well, it's all like the Parent-Teacher Association sort of thing.
Same crowd, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
And what we would do is we'd meet
yeah.
early in the evening. It was very civilised. It was very tasteful. Do you know what I mean? We'd have a little glass of an alcoholic beverage. We'd have a little chit-chat. It was all very nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A few nibbles sort of thing.
A few
Yeah,
nibbles,
yeah.
something like that. And then, you know, as the evening progressed, maybe the music would be turned up a little bit and people would just naturally start taking their clothes off.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You see what I mean? And then eventually somebody would turn the light out and, you know, people start groping around in the dark. And the first person that you actually make contact with, up the apples and pears.
Right. Wouldn't a banana be easier?
Upstairs.
Oh, upstairs,
to the bedroom.
Yeah.
And then once you got to the bedroom, you know, you would obviously shag the arse of each other.
Obviously,
Now,
yes, yeah, I can see that.
you see, no, the point is, it was harming no one.
No one, harming no one.
And now, our little group has been infiltrated by a newspaper reporter in disguise.
Well, how could he be in disguise if he had no clothes on then?
Well, no, he didn't get that far,
Oh,
you
I
see.
see,
No, he made his excuses and left.
What were they?
Oh, something about he had a copy deadline and his editor was waiting for the article or something like that.
Well, and you didn't suspect
We
a
didn't
thing
suspect
then?
a thing, he just
I
pissed
can
off and he
imagine,
took
yeah.
that photographer bloke with
Yeah,
him
what
and-
newspaper is this?
News of the world.
The News of the World, bloody hell!
I don't know how they found out about it. They must have seen one of our adverts.
Well, you advertised in a porn mag?
No, we advertise in the News of the World. House of Shame, they're going with. It's a huge front page, big picture of the house it all happened in. House of Shame. I thought, oh dear. I just think, fuck, it's not my place. That's all.
Thank you. Whose place is it then?
Remember when you went on holiday
Yeah.
and you gave me the keys so I could go and feed the fish?
That's my fucking house on the front page of the News of the World.
Look, it looks lovely. The roses are out and everything.
I'm well known in this community.
Well, you'll be even better known now.
No, you can't do this to me. You fucking bastard.
I fed the goldfish, didn't I?
Oh, my... No, you didn't.
No, I didn't actually. I'm sorry, I was very busy.
I should have known something was going on. I come back, there was that in the fridge, there was only a cucumber.
You didn't eat that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Thank God.
That's what have... Oh.
But no, I'll tell you something. Have you ever, I mean, you know, have you ever had that?
What?
Kinky, have you had kinky sex? I mean, be honest with me. I mean, it's... Any kinky sex? I mean, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean... you know, I've done the old... you know, we've done the whips and the chains and all the tying each other up and everything like that. And I've dressed as a traffic warden, obviously, and done the, you know... and we've done the pissing and the shitting on each other, you know. never done anything kinky, no.
You want to know? You want to know the kinkiest thing I ever did? This is actually the kinkiest thing I ever did. I got the ropes and the belts and all that, and I tied the wife to the bed. Tied her really securely, you know, so she couldn't move. And then I went down King's Cross and had a prostitute. Fantastic!
Was that fun, was it? It doesn't sound it, no.
Madam Whiplash, you know, yeah. I think she had a car accident or something, but she was... She was the stern schoolmistress, I was the naughty schoolboy. 25 quid.
And what'd you get?
An hour of Latin and double geography.
I tell you what I like, is when posh birds talk dirty, you know what I mean?
Posh birds talking dirty. I love that. Well, come on, you peasant. You know, fuck me senseless with your throbbing knob.
No, I've never heard that, no. No, I get more, come on, you fucking peasant, when are you going to finish plastering the fucking dining room?
Oh, yeah. Not so much of a turn-on, really, is it? No.
I like it, I like it.
Tell you what's good, though. It's good, isn't it, just being able to sit here like two intelligent adults, you know, discussing sex, you know. Because an awful lot of people don't talk like this about sex, you know.
Well, you do nothing else. You talk about sex all the time.
No, you know what I mean. It's like because there's so many taboos in society now, aren't there?
Oh,
so many taboos.
Yeah. How do you mean?
Well, taboos, you know. Taboos, things people don't want to talk about, you know. They did like things people do, but nobody wants to admit it.
Like voting Conservative, you mean?
Yes, yeah, Well, look, take masturbation.
If we must, go on,
See, everyone does it, right? Everyone does it.
Yeah, do they?
But but nobody admits to it, you see. He's doing it now.
Yeah. That's funny, because I thought you were. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Go on, yeah.
Right, no, so you see...
No, you started, so you finished, yeah.
I started, so I finished.
Yeah.
So anyway, what I'm saying is, you don't admit to it. I mean, you don't come down in the morning, right, and say, morning, Mum, morning, Dad, I've just been bashing the bishop, do you? You don't do that, you see. Taboo.
My Mum wouldn't know what the fuck he was talking about. She'd say, get out of it, bash the bishop, get out, eat your breakfast.
No, but the point I'm making is, it's not talked about, it's a taboo subject.
Right, it's a taboo. It's like, well,
I'll tell you what it's like. It's like sniffing your wife's knickers when she's down the shops.
You don't do that.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
It's a taboo.
But it's the sort of thing that people... It's a taboo.
Well, it's like smearing your privates with Bovril. and then getting the next door neighbour's dog along to lick it off, you know.
Jesus Christ! You don't do that, do you?
I should think there are probably some people somewhere who do that sort of thing.
Bloody well. Yeah, all right. That's all right. What is it? What?
It's a lemon.